Hello everyone, Nicolette here. It has been a while since I have vlogged about this experience and journey that I'm on about being now a 40-year-old virgin. And I am back. I wanted to continue exploring this journey. I said in my last video that I currently had a boyfriend or have a boyfriend, and I have learned so much about relationships because of the experience, and I want to speak on even more things that I could share with people about relationships and talk about my journey personally and what I have gone through. Not many people have, or there has been a lot of people who have gone through it, but I haven't really heard much about that, especially being at the age that I am, 40 years old. I will be 41 this year. Oh, I know, I don't look it, do I? Anyway, so I wanted to share one more reason why I think that I am still single. And I talk about having a boyfriend, but I am still um unmarried, no ring. So technically, right? I don't know if you've seen these videos out here that says if there's not a ring on this finger, you're still single, okay? And the video goes into all this stuff that single women do for their boyfriends in a way that makes them look like or even think to themselves that they're not single. I am well aware that irregardless of the fact that I have a boyfriend, because I'm not married, I am still single because on every application that I fill out, I check off single, okay? And I'm not living with the man. If you know my story, you know he is in another country. So technically, everything I do in my lonesome. Okay, so technically, I'm still single. And we'll get into that later. But I had to say that because a lot of women, we feel because we have a boyfriend, we have this commitment to that person. And therefore, there's so much that we give and forget that there's no ring on this finger. Okay, we'll get into that. So another reason why I believe I have still remained a virgin and am considered single for these amount of years, 40 years now, is because I, in the eyes of people, especially men, am very serious. So let's get into it, okay? So there's a look and a demeanor and a mannerism that a young person, male or female, can present or portray to others that may make them feel like I can't approach her. And I'm one of those people, like I have this serious demeanor, decorum, presentation about me that I have received from my friends who tell me that other young men who were interested in me were scared to approach me. So technically I'm unapproachable because I just look that serious. Like, and I'm not upset about that, to be honest, because I do take life seriously. I love to laugh and I do have a great sense of humor. And I think many people who get to know me are a little bit surprised when they find that I'm hilarious. Like I could make you laugh from morning to night if I so choose, because I love a good laugh. I love the sound of people's laughter. I love to put people in an ambiance that makes them feel comfortable and at ease so that they can be happy. Now, I don't like forwardness and I don't like disrespect. And that is why a lot of times I put on this demeanor of seriousness because I need to vet you first. I need to make sure that you have boundaries and limitations that you know not to cross before I allow you to see my fun and loving side, because I don't want you to think all because I love to make people laugh, you can make any kind of jokes in my presence or do any kind of silliness, folly in my presence and it's going to be okay, because it's not, and I will put you in your place. Okay, so this idea that I'm unapproachable, and I know like people are going to come for me like, why would you want to be considered unapproachable? Because you're a Christian and Christians should be Christian Christianity doesn't mean that people could play in your face. Okay, and I'm all about that life. And it's funny because all of a sudden my whole face changed, my whole demeanor changes, and I'm a different person. When you get on my nerves and you get into that position where I need to put you in your place in a very loving, kind, and respectful way, it will be done. And I think that doesn't take away from any Christianity. I am not the Christian who's gonna curse you out. I am not the one, because I don't believe in that. I don't curse, period. I just that's just not my thing. That's not my repertoire. I don't do that. I don't curse. But there are correct, appropriate words that are not curse words that could still help you to understand that you have crossed a line that you should not have. And I have been known to put people in that position where they are uncomfortable because you crossed the line and you shouldn't have. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. And men see that. And the other thing is, they see that I have my life together. And when you have your life together, you can't act any kind of way. I'm a whole professional. I can't act the fool and then my name be everywhere. And then it gets to my job. And then I have a family name to keep. Like, I am serious. But I do have this fun loving side to me. But I present the serious face first because I want people to see and understand that I need to be respected, so that I can show you the same respect. And then once you know your limits and my boundaries, then we can go into the comfort and loving mannerisms that I portray, or that I can portray, that I have, okay? But I think that has put a lot of men off. And I am okay with that. Because if you don't have limits and boundaries and you don't know how to stay in your man's place, in a gentleman's place, and you are ratchet and boorish and just like nasty, baby, I don't want you to be in this place with me. Like, I have a bubble that does not, we can't do that, okay? And so I know half of these men out here, and I'm sorry if you're one of them that are serious, but a lot of men do not respect themselves. And a lot of women do not respect themselves as well. And so if you're that woman who takes everything for everything and people could just say any kind of joke, play any kind of game, touch you anyway, oh, God forbid. Like, I have been known to put a man in his place because the first thing he did when he saw me was touch me. Like, why? Why are you putting your hands on me? Okay, let me get comfortable with you. Let's have conversations. Let me know you. Let me be familiar with you. But like third, fourth time you see me, you already touching me, your hands on my shoulder. This one man actually put his hand at the small of my back. That's really close to my booty, baby. Like, what your hands doing there? Okay, and I don't care who you are, pastor, son, or not. Okay, you not gonna touch me any kind of way. You're gonna know that this one's not the one. And so that seriousness, and let me tell you, that incident happened, and I called my aunt, and I was like, that man just touched me where he wasn't supposed to touch me. And we had a whole conversation, the three of us, because you were going to be put in your place. It happened to another man, and I had to bring her in because my aunt was my guardian, and I needed her to know that I don't want to say assaulted, but like, you don't touch females any kind of place, and you don't touch men any kind of place. And I had to learn that too. I remember that I went and I touched this guy's tie, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is such a nice tie. And my aunt reprimanded me. It was like, do you know that man? And I'm like, yeah, that's Elder such and such. She's like, it doesn't matter. That's not your father. That's not your brother, your uncle. There are certain ways you don't touch a guy because it's too familial. It's too personal. It's too intimate. That's for his kids and his intimate friends and his wife, right? And so I know all about the etiquette of space, and I portray that. And I believe that is one of the reasons that men have seen me and are like, at a distance. And I have been known to be like, you can't come kiss me. You need to shake my hand. And I will tell them to their face, don't come in my face and just kiss me like you know me like that. I don't know you. And I don't care who they are. Elder, a friend, whoever you think you are. First of all, I'm not friends with guys. That's just who I am. So my seriousness definitely has caused me to be single all these years. I know it, and I'm okay with that. Let me know what you think. Bye.